Hi, my name is Stacy and I am 24 years old. It was my birthday and I always celebrated my birthday with my friends and family. This time we were all going out together. I got ready and took my time to look like a princess. I had no idea that my birthday was going to change my life forever. I was just thinking of it as a normal birthday party, but it turned out differently. After getting ready, me and my family went to pick up my best friend Linda and Emma. They were my high school friends and very sweet to me. We always had fun together, and my birthday without them was not complete. After picking them up, we went to a fancy restaurant to have lunch and my party. My dad had already made a booking for us. We reached and we started celebrating my birthday first. The lunch was getting ready. My friends rubbed cake on my face and all over my hair, and I had to clean the mess now. I went to the restroom to take off the cake from my face, and while I was washing my face, a handsome guy came in. "Oh, sorry, I thought that it was empty," the guy said. "It's okay, come on in," I replied. I was having butterflies in my belly. He was so handsome and looking that I could not say anything to him. "It seems like your birthday is today," the boy said to me. "Yes, my friends made this mess out of me," I replied with my shattering voice. I had lost my confidence in front of him. "It's my birthday too," the boy replied. "Oh, really? Or are you just flirting with me?" I replied. What did I say? How foolish of me. Even if he was trying, now he would not. "No, it is really my birthday," he replied. We had a little chat about our lives and then we exchanged numbers. He really sounded like he was into me. I thought he was my soulmate and I was going to marry him no matter what. I came back to my family and had lunch. He was sitting a few tables away from me and looking at me again and again, making me nervous. After that day, we chatted day and night for long hours. We would call each other and talk for hours. This was going really great. He said he loved me and I accepted his proposal and said I love him too. From that day, the relation was not normal anymore. He would get flowers for me and do nice things for me. Everything was going very smooth. I started lying to my family and started with him occasionally and made love. One day I saw him talking to another girl. It made me feel really bad and I asked him to get engaged. He said no, but I insisted and fought for many days. He will not go against the will of his parents. I really loved him and I was willing to do anything to get him. One day I missed my periods. Yes, you are guessing right. He was the father of my child and I had to tell him about it. I was afraid that he might leave me for this and his parents might reject me for having a baby like this. But things went well. I called him to talk about the baby. He came to meet me at the hospital where I was taking the pregnancy test. He did not know about it, and when he saw me in the hospital, he was worried for me. He had no idea that he was about to hear this shocking news. "You're about to become a father. I am pregnant with your child," I said. "What are you saying? How could that be possible?" he said. "What are you saying?" "It is your child and you have to marry me as soon as possible," I replied. "Are you sure you are pregnant?" he said in shock. I showed him the report from the doctor. After some time, he realized that it was his fault and that he did this to me, and now he must get married to me. "I will take you to my parents today, and we must decide what would happen next," he said. "I am ready," I replied. But inside I knew that I was not ready. What if his parents said no? What if they rejected me and my baby? Where would I go with it, and who would give me a name to my child? "We would not tell them about this baby," he said. "As you say," I replied, and I went to his home with him to meet his parents. His parents were very nice to me, and they liked me a lot. They did not raise a single question against our relationship, and it was a big relief for me. Now it was time to take my boyfriend to my parents' house and take their approval as well. After having lunch with his family, this went very well. It was unexpected and they would treat me this well, I said. "My parents are nice. I hope yours are the same," he replied. "I will make arrangements tomorrow and you should come to meet them," I said. "Sure," he replied, and he dropped me home. I was very nervous about the baby I had in my belly. I did not know how to take care of it and what to eat and what I should not. I kept searching for it over the internet and I read many articles. I was afraid that someone might notice my behavioral change and ask me about it. My mother is very sharp and she might notice this difference in my body very soon. The next day I told my parents that someone's coming to meet them and I want to marry him. My father raised questions first about his family and background. I assured them that he is rich and well educated and they will surely like him. My boyfriend came in at noon, and I had already made the arrangements. I was sure that my family would like him. He had a very good personality. My parents asked different questions from him, more than his parents asked from me, but he was mentally prepared for this interaction. After meeting him and asking all the questions, my parents asked him to bring his parents for further talks about marriage. We both were very happy, and this went very well, and we would be getting married. I was happy for my child that now he would not have to struggle to get an identity. He will bear the name of his real father. I fell deeply in love with him after all this. He really took a stand for me and did not leave me in a tough time. He was a real man. After a few days, we made arrangements to make our families meet each other and discuss the terms of our marriage. The day was perfect, and I thought it would go as smooth as the previous meetings. But this time, it was not so. When their parents came home, my mother was shocked at seeing them. "Melissa? You?" my mother said. "I never thought I would find you again," his mother replied. "Oh, what a great time that was when we were young," my mother said. "I thought that they knew each other so well already. This is perfect. Now there would be no issue in our marriage," until my mother told us the real story. "Melissa and me, we were best friends. I married your father and she married a rich guy. Your father had a loss in business when we were born. I had twin children. Melissa was not able to get pregnant, so I sold your mother to them for money, and we established our business from that. You must be thinking of us as selfish, but that time was very harsh and we had no one to help. I helped my friend and she helped us. You both are brother and sister," my mother said. The earth was shattering, or I was shivering after hearing this. I was pregnant with my brother's child? And I can't even tell them? What am I going to do with this child? My parents would not allow this marriage after all. We are brother and sister. All the butterflies in my belly that I had after knowing that our parents knew each other died instantly, and now I was worried again about my child. My boyfriend, who turned out to be my brother, was looking at me with eyes with a lot of questions that I had no answers to. What am I going to do now? How would I handle this pregnancy?
Hi guys, my name's Kylie. From my looks, you could say I'm not a very sociable person because I only have a few friends on social media and I look similar to a skeleton from movies. I'm not a popular kid in my high school, but yes, I'm a grade A student and my rivals often turn to ask help from me with their studies. They beg and request me. One day, I was walking down my school hallway and a random guy picked me up as a target and started making fun of me by saying, "Hey, look at the skeleton scarecrow." Of course, nobody wanted to date me even though I'm only 17. Yet, I believe what matters in a person should always be seen from the inside, as it matters more than the outside. Unfortunately, not everybody has the same thinking. Then one day, my sister asked me to wear a beautiful evening gown as our school was throwing freshers' party this year. So I said, why not let's give it a try. I also had my bestie Julia who also came to the party. Just when I thought I looked beautiful for the first time, when I was walking down the hallway of my school, then everybody looked at me and they all started laughing very loudly because I didn't know how to walk with high heels and collapsed on the floor. Out of being annoyed by everyone around me, I couldn't take it anymore and stormed out of there crying to myself. Next day at school, I was the best swimmer because everybody teased me. I tried my best to ignore them, and when lunch break came, I saw an uncertain written note on my desk. It said, "Hey, you look beautiful in that dress, almost similar to Cinderella." At first, I was excited to find out who that secret admirer was from our school. Then, when my teacher was discussing the biology project in which we had to select partners, a guy named Jacob in my class chose me for the project. Of course, I had a huge crush on him as he was the most gorgeous-looking guy in our school, and he was into sports. Baseball. And on the other hand, I didn't know a word about sports. So, I thought he was the one who was sending me secret love notes. Next day, when I was taking something from my locker, I saw a love note again telling me, "Hey beautiful, hope you're having a good day." And this time with wrapped gift chocolates. Then I decided to make the first move and confront Jacob about the secret notes he was sending me because I thought he felt the same way about me. Otherwise, why would he pick me for the project? And when I asked him about the uncertain notes he was sending me, he was completely shocked and told me that he wasn't sending me any notes and doesn't know anything about them. Jacob said he chose me for the biology project because he was bad at biology and needed good grades so that his parents could allow him to play baseball for the upcoming match. Yes, of course, by listening to what he was saying, I felt completely shocked myself now because I was confused even more than before. Who could it be then? Then, on the next day, my bestie Julia confronted me on the way, telling me that she wanted to apologize for what she did, as she was the one who was sending me secret love notes and thought I looked beautiful in that dress, and the secret notes made me happy. Of course, I went nuts when she told me this, and later I forgave her. But I still regret the fact why she didn't tell me the truth in the beginning, and I feel insecure at times trusting her. Still now, we're good friends. But do you have any secret admirers who send you love notes behind your back? Thank you guys for listening to my story.